Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches: Boston Red Sox vs Tampa Bay Rays, Baltimore Orioles vs Detroit Tigers, New York Yankees vs Miami Marlins, and Cincinnati Reds vs New York Mets, which are happening on Friday, July 30th, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. And if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. The Red Sox are a tier above the Rays this season, and remember that Tampa just traded away their closer Diego Castillo so far at the time of this writing. Martin Perez has been great on the road as he is 4-2 with a 2.47 ERA this year, while Josh Fleming has posted an 8.18 ERA throughout the month of July, so he is obviously struggling. The Boston Red Sox do their most damage at the plate. Boston is 4th in team batting average at .257, 2nd in slugging percentage at .443, and have produced the 3rd most runs with 519. Rafael Devers, Xander Bogaerts and J.D. Martinez have been the 3 best hitters and run producers this season for Boston. Devers is leading Boston in home runs and RBIs with 27 and 82 respectively, while Bogaerts is the leader in batting average .309, doubles with 29 and hits with 109. Martinez has 28 doubles, 20 home runs, 65 RBIs, and is tied for first in hits with 109. My betting advice for that game is to pick Boston Red Sox. Matt Harvey has pitched well in his last few outings but can't be trusted. When playing at home, the Tigers are a big threat, winning 10 consecutive games at Comerica Park including Friday's 6-2 victory. They also beat the White Sox, Twins, and Rangers in that span. Furthermore, Tarik Skubal usually rebounds from a subpar outing with a solid performance. He has allowed 2 or fewer runs in 3 out of his last 4 home starts, and the Tigers won all 4 of those battles. Matt Harvey is having a terrible season, but is coming off a terrific start. In his last start, he went 6 innings and gave up 1 hit, 0 walks, 0 earned runs, and struck out 4 in a win against the Washington Nationals. Harvey has a record of 5-10 with a 6.65 ERA, 1.58 WHIP, and a 67/27 KBB ratio in 20 starts this season. Opposing batters are hitting .299 against Harvey. He has gone 6 innings or more in just 3 starts. This has been a terrible season for Harvey. Tarik Skubal will make his 21st start of the season on Friday. Skubal had trouble last time out, giving up 5 runs including 3 home runs in 5 innings against the Royals, and was hit with a loss to dip his record to 6-9. The talented young southpaw has been inconsistent at times, but the stuff is there. He enters with a 4.42 ERA and a 1.31 WHIP in 99.2 innings of action. Skubal has accumulated 113 Ks. The Tigers return home, where they have been quite difficult to beat recently. They have won 3 consecutive home series including a sweep over the lowly Rangers. Detroit went 2-4 on a 6-game road trip which concluded with a wild 17-14 win in Minnesota on Wednesday. Akil Baddoo has been great in the leadoff spot in the Tigers' order and has driven in a solid 17 runs this month. The 22-year-old center fielder is hitting .275 with 44 RBIs and an above-average .844 OPS on the season. This is his first career meeting against the Orioles. The Tigers rank 15th with an average of 4.42 runs per game. The pitching staff has recorded a 4.67 team ERA, landing them 22nd in the major leagues. My betting advice for that game is to pick Detroit Tigers. The Yankees have been busy at the trade deadline, but making moves doesn't always translate to immediate success. While I expect New York to make a postseason push, this would qualify as a sell-high spot. Thompson has been a bright spot for Miami, and the Marlins' offense has come alive of late, scoring 7 runs or more in 3 straight games. The Yankees were pulverized Thursday afternoon in Tampa Bay as they were shut out 14-0 in the final game of the Rays series. New York entered the contest with some swagger after being victorious in the first 2 games of the series. Thursday would belong to the Rays, however, as the Yanks missed out on the series sweep. Jarrett Cole took the loss in this one, as the Yankees ace gave up 7 earned runs in the blowout loss. Oddly enough, scoring took place in just 2 innings in this contest. The Rays jumped out to a 4-0 lead in the bottom of the first, then later put up a 10 spot in the 6th inning. The defeat puts New York 9 games back of the first Red Sox in the AL East. Miami will counter with right-hander Zach Thompson, who has been a pleasant surprise in the Marlins rotation this season. He is 2-3 with a strong 2.45 ERA in 7 starts, but the rookie will be looking to rebound off of a tough luck loss in his previous outing. Thompson allowed 3 runs in 5 innings of work against the San Diego Padres in his last trip to the mound. The rookie right-hander had a long and winding journey to the major leagues, but has proved that he belongs at the big league level. Thompson has posted strong peripherals in his first cup of coffee with the Marlins, fanning 9.82 batters and walking just 2.73 batters per 9 innings of work. He has also done a good job of limiting the long ball, holding opponents to just 0.55 HR9 and a home run per fly ball rate of 5.9%. James Taillon will get the starting nod when this weekend series gets started in Miami. In 19 starts this season, Taillon carries a 6-4 record with an ERA of 4.36. The right-hander was sensational in his most recent action, as he lasted 7 strong innings, gave up just 1 earned run, and led the Yankees to a 4-3 victory over Boston. Taillon has emerged as a solid starter for Aaron Boone and the Yanks. In his last 4 starts, he has given up just 4 total earned runs. The Yankees are also 5-1 in his last 6 starts. He is finding his groove as the dog days of the MLB summer trudge on. My betting advice for that game is to pick Miami Marlins. This is the perfect spot for Sonny Gray to get back on the right track against a good baseball team. The Mets bats have been lulled to sleep for the vast majority of the season, and I'm expecting Gray to come out throwing fire. He has clearly been better throwing the ball on the road than he has been at home this season, with his only 2 wins coming away from the Great American Ballpark. A turnaround performance from the veteran righty will have the Mets once again sputtering at the plate. Carlos Carrasco could end up settling in well in New York, but this is a tough outing to make his return for a start. He's basically being thrown into the fire against an explosive offensive team smack dab in the middle of the season. That's a tough situation, even for a veteran pitcher with over 1,000 innings under his belt. Sonny Gray was touched up for 8 runs over 3 1/3 innings on Sunday in a loss to the Cardinals. Gray was shelled for 8 hits, including 3 home runs in a disastrous outing at Great American Ballpark. He gave up a 2-run homer to Tyler O'Neill in the opening frame, in addition to a 3-run shot to Harrison Bader and a 2-run dinger to Dylan Carlson in a brutal 4th inning. The 31-year-old righty has given up 13 runs across 8 innings over his last 2 starts. He brings a 4.50 ERA, 1.41 WHIP, with 89 strikeouts over 70 innings, into this road start against the Mets. It's going to be strange seeing Carlos Carrasco play in anything other than a Cleveland Indians uniform. The 34-year-old veteran pitcher makes his long-awaited return from a hamstring injury to lend his arm to a talented Mets rotation. It's a rotation throwing a 2.71 ERA in their home building, which tops all teams in the league. But what will they get from Carrasco in his debut, and how long do they expect him to be on the mound? Is he just dipping his toes in, or is this a full-body dive into the deep end of the pool? My betting advice for that game is to pick Cincinnati Reds. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.